Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Planet Explorers. I did a spotlight on this a few months ago on a fairly old version. Currently this is still alpha. They just released alpha version 0.75, which is a pretty significant update compared to the last one. If you caught my live stream that I did the other day, and I uploaded it to YouTube as well, so you can take a look for that. That was 0.72, and that one had quite a few quirks to it that kind of... most of them I think were actually just, you know, environment quirks, things that I need to figure out in how the game does it. Some of them were legitimate bugs, but they've done quite a bit of changing. First of all, let's take a look here. This is a multiplayer game. You can do single player and multiplayer. It plays a lot like an MMO. So if we take a look here, let's take a look at the options here. There's a whole buttload of options here. This is actually really quite impressive. All your keys. This is a Unity-based game, so it's all done in Unity. And you've got your, you know, standard presets here. You know, fastest, fast, simple, good, beautiful, fantastic, and then custom. But it also, unlike most of the Unity stuff I've seen, at least in this level, you've got all sorts of different options. So you can change your anti-aliasing, anisotropic filtering. I always want to call that isotropic, but anisotropic. It's just all sorts of wonderful, wonderful options. So we're not going to change any of them because, meh, why not? When the developers sent me this key, they told me that multiplayer had some issues to it. So I haven't tried the multiplayer yet, but, you know, I can log in with my username and password and all that fun stuff that you create when you purchase the game. They're working on... this is actually a Steam version. The 0.75, I believe, is supposed to have at least some integration with Steamworks. Sadly, it's still waiting for Steam's approval, so it's not available on Steam. This is the one that you download from their website. They do have a demo if you want to check it out. Free demo. I believe they're keeping it up to date. I'm not sure if it has been updated to 0.75 or if it's still 0.72. But either way, it'll give you a good feeling of how it'll run and how it plays. So there are quite a bit of differences. So let's go and load up a mission. I'll load up my last save here. This, from what I understand, they're not doing save compatibility. So each update will require you to recreate a whole new save. I don't know how long that's going to be for, but I'm assuming every update, or most updates in alpha, are going to be borked. So here we are. I just created a new world in this, created a new character, kind of going for a purple Terra type feel. How do I... I'm just trying to show the face. So a lot of things have changed. A lot of things. So first, I am now moving the focus without right-clicking. So by default, you're now moving the camera, which is really cool. I've got followers, which you could do before, I believe. It looks like in the adventure mode here, they've removed all of the quests. There are no more quests, at least not that I can tell. Small problem is you can see, there we go. The cursor still moves. See, everybody just says, why not work together? So if I go like this, the cursor is now over on the right. But if you double tap tab, it seems to center it on your character. So that's just a minor bug. This is the only person that, you know, talks to you, except, you know, she's not talking to you anymore. And there's a lot of women. It feels like there's more women than men here. Like, there's this guy. Can't remember if he's the guy that was on the roof. And I believe there's these two. I think that's it for men. The rest are all women. But that's not what we're worried about. We don't care about the other colonists. In adventure mode would be closest related to Minecraft, where you have to mine for resources, and they fixed that. If you watch my live stream, it can be very difficult to pick these up in 0.72, but in this version it is quite easy. So anyway, as with Minecraft, you have to first start by punching a tree. Except in this game, punching a tree just doesn't do it. So you start off with this sword. Or sword. Yeah, because it's a sword. It's a knife. It is an axe plus a melee weapon. It does an attack of plus 14. Yay! This weapon can barely cut a tree. It is effectively a dagger. Did they change this guy to be hostile? No. There are some pretty impressive beasts. If you haven't seen this, like, I can attack this guy. This guy would kick my ass, though. You know, it's like an ant taking on a tank. It just doesn't work. But to cut down a tree, you just right-click on it, and you hold, and you hold, and you hold. It's a lot faster than it should be, because, you know, chopping down a tree with a knife, like, nice little challenge for you, if you're old enough. Go grab a kitchen knife and see how long it takes you to cut down a tree. I don't think the owner of the knife would appreciate it, and you'll probably end up breaking the knife. So, don't actually do that. But you can imagine that it would take a bit longer than that. But either way, that is how you cut down your first tree. And you gather these things. These things are used for crafting different things. And that was sudden music. That was, I think, battle music, actually. Is there something hostile around? I don't see anything that's hostile. Anyway, let's head back to our little town. So, our followers are literally just going to follow us. They're pretty stupid. They're not going to actually do anything. And what we need to do now is find my mouse. There we go. Go into our replicator. When you start off in this mode, there's 3 modes. There's a build mode, there's adventure mode, and then there's story mode. I have not tried story mode in this version, but I have tried it in the previous ones. It's actually the first mode I tried, and it plays basically the same. Oh, it's weird. It's not really letting me drag it. Oh well, whatever. Minor issue. So, it's got all the categories, so you can stick with all and, you know, scroll through the 100 or so objects that you have available to craft. I don't know if this is all of the items that you can craft, or if it's just a subset. I'm sure it's not all of the items you'll be able to craft, but for now, it's more than enough, because we can't craft really any of them. What we need are melee weapon. And obviously we can't really craft any of these. We can craft this wooden axe, which is something that we would like to have. It has a +3 melee damage, and it's tree +1. So all you do is you give it a number you want, so, or you can min-max it. We want the minimum amount, and crafted. Actually, in the previous version, it had no wait time. It was just instant. It was insta-craft. So it's actually kind of nice to see that they've got the wait time. So I could create a sword as well, and I think I actually will. Grab myself a sword. And of course, you've got your ranged weapons, which I need a bowstring, which I don't know how to make. I'm assuming it's probably in here, but I'm not too worried about it. You know, you can do mining tools, so I can get a wooden shovel and a wooden pick. Again, actually, I'm gonna make a wooden pick. The shovel I don't really have any need for. And you've got your different tabs. Your main inventory where you hold all your items. So right now I have this puree and a revival shot for when I die. It's kind of like an auto life potion. And you've got your equipment tab. This is where, obviously, all of your equipment goes. Put my sword there. And as you can see, my knife is not in here. And that's because it was in my hand. So I just hit 1, and now in my hand is my wooden sword, and it's no longer in my inventory. And then resources, so these are your collectible items. So here we are with our sword, and I can pull it out, and huzzah! And I pull up my axe, and now let's see how long it takes to chop down the tree. This is a much larger tree, so it actually takes longer. Something that I've noticed, and I don't know if this is just because of the axe I'm using, but it really doesn't chop it down any faster with the wooden axe versus the knife. Really doesn't really matter, because, again, first try to make a wooden axe. It's not the easiest task in the world, and to try to get that wooden axe to be able to chop a tree down, no, not really. I can't imagine you being able to chop a tree down. So there is some sound syncing, so you can hear, well, right now it's actually synced. But the audio versus the animation is a little bit off. Like, I think it might be like half a second off or something. But it does cause this. And it will eventually sync itself up again. It's that slight bit off. Again, a very minor issue. Considering this is alpha level software, it is really quite stable. It's quite good. I've actually had no crashes. Oh, sorry. No, I did have one crash. And I'm not even sure if it was actually a crash or if it was just something else. I don't know what else it would be, but something else. But I tried to load an older save, knowing full well that I couldn't load the older save. And yeah, it just kind of went there. That's pretty much it. It was like, hey, you can't load this save. There might be a problem. I thought this thing was moving, but it was just the swaying of the grass. Like, now if you look here, like, the world is just amazing. It looks like a very prehistoric world. Now, the story behind this is you guys are colonists, and you've landed on this planet, and well, to colonize it. It's just that simple. With the adventure mode, you are a second wave colonist. So, you're not the initial wave. In story mode, you're one of the initial wave. There we go. Here is something that we can easily kill. So, one complaint I have about this is there's no, like, lock-on. Whoa, hello! You ladies did a great job there. And what do we got? Lizard ribs, animal fat, and meat. Meat is the currency of the game, and you can also use it to cook with. So, it's a little weird that you're hauling around meat. as, you know, your currency. Still a little difficult to pick some of these up at times. There we go. But it's a whole lot easier than it was in the previous version. There we go. But yeah, this is actually, in my opinion, this is currently a very, very solid Alf build. Like, a lot of the animations are really quite done. They might need a little bit of tweaking. Oh, Nikes! Oh, man. I am dead. And Melissa and Vivian are dead as well. Oh, dear. I did not realize that he was hostile. So I can use one of these revival shots and revive. And sadly, I'm going to die, like, immediately.
No!
See? And, of course, Melissa and Vivian are dead. I'm going to just hit cancel, and that should bring us back to town. Should. I'm thinking. I assume. Or not. It'll just drop us exactly where we were. And you can see that I'm kind of holding my gut because I am wounded. Oh. Oh, don't do that. Don't. No. You stupid monkey. I don't know how to revive these. Am I... I am not sure if I can revive. Does it say anything here? Ah! There we go. Okay, so you gotta click on their portrait and use a revival shot. Okay, so we need to ensure that we don't run across those big guys just yet. There's a bunch of armor and all that. Wow, they got all their stamina back. Sadly, I did not. Oh. They killed him. Cursor and animal fat. Animal fat is actually quite useful, but I am very, very injured and moving very, very slow. This is not good, because if we get caught by anything, I cannot outrun it. The girls here, they have a chance to beat it, but if it's one of those big things again, we're screwed. Totally screwed. And those things, that white cat looking thing. Oh, you dirty bastard. Protect me! Protect me! Protect me! I don't know if you can set, like, targets or anything. I'm actually quite lost. So, it is a procedurally generated random world. And there's this lovely map. So, I can fast travel there for 4 meat. Okay, I will do that. And here we are, back in town. So, since I'm hurting badly, and there's a lot of big things, let's go to bed. Open. Mouse to the center. Open. Okay, now. This is... yeah. For some reason, I can't climb a ladder. I'm not entirely sure why. And the door frames generally don't attach to the houses properly. So these are just things that they're going to work on. So the trick with your characters, you will slow... go up. Oh, stairs are problematic. Whoa. Oh, and the damn swinging outdoors. Stairs are issues. So let's sleep for... if you sleep for 12 hours, I think this needs to be upped, personally. You should increase all of your stamina if you sleep for like 8 hours, in my opinion. 8 hours only does 40. I have 500 stamina. So I have to sleep for a long ass time. Which, I get that it's more on the believable scale, but it's kind of annoying. Because you can actually just sit here for a while. Like, you can see my red bar just didn't move. Like, maybe they're just trying to get it so that you'll eat more. And it looks like I actually lost health. So, it's strange. There's still some balancing issues, that's for sure. But, like, what do I got here? So this nut will regen 50 stamina. So I would have to eat 10 of these nuts to regen all of my stamina. It's a lot. And to be completely honest, I don't know what the stamina does. Hi, Vivian. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Nice. Ah, there's Melissa. Hi, Melissa. You're stuck. They're kind of derpy. The AI is still a little bit on the derpy side. But that's okay. That's just fine. And they've also got egg chairs. Used to be able to anyway. Yeah, you can grab these. Pick them up. These used to be fences in the previous version. Now they look like blue glass. So I'm not sure what this is, to be completely honest. It looks cool, and if it's like supposed to be blue glass or blue plexiglass or something, I approve. Like, there's a lot of little details already. Like, you've got footprints. Like, I don't think footprints should be everywhere, personally, but, you know, again, these are little details that they're gonna tweak. And there's a lot in here. No. This guy is apparently trying to attack a wall. Ta-da! We have killed him! And we got a peach flower fruit? Alright, cool. So something else this has is, obviously, you can zoom out pretty far. Like, this is almost RTS zoom out. But you can also zoom out, or zoom in, to first person. It's a little strange when you see, you know, your sword. Only happens when you got it sheathed, but, you know. It's kind of cool. It really is. Personally, I prefer third person, but there is a building mode as well. Sadly, I don't have any building materials. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to end this video here, and I'm going to continue playing a bit. Wow, that was one hell of a jump. The gravity is really low on this planet, too. Anyway, I'm going to continue playing, and I will hopefully do another video where we get into some of the new building. I might wait for like a new version. I got on the roof. I don't think I was supposed to get on the roof, but I got on the roof. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Link will be in the description to the website for the game, which is planetexplorers.pathia.com, I believe. I'll have it in there correctly. And if it's up on Steam by the time this video goes live, I will post a link to Steam as well. Because I think they're planning on doing pretty much exclusive Steam. But I don't know. I haven't actually asked them about that. I just know they're pushing a lot for Steam. Anyway, I've babbled on enough. Thank you all for watching. You guys have a great day. And we'll see you next time.